prima donna girl, yeah. All I ever wanted was the world. I can't help that I need it all. The prima donna life, the rise and fall. You say that I'm kinda difficult, but it's always someone else's fault. Got you wrapped around my finger, babe. You can count on me to misbehave. A prima donna girl, would you do anything for me? Buy a big diamond ring for me? Would you get down on your knees for me? Pop that pretty question right now, baby. Beauty queen on a silver screen, living life like I'm in a dream. I know I've got a big ego. I really don't know why it's such a big deal, though. From sad to the core, every day is a chore. When you give, I want more. I wanna be adored, 'cause I'm a prima donna girl, yeah. All I ever wanted was the world. I can't help that I need it all. The prima donna life, the rise and fall. You say that I'm kinda difficult, but it's always someone else's fault. Got you wrapped around my finger, babe. You can count on me to misbehave. A prima donna girl, fill the void up with celluloid. Take a picture, I'm with the boys. Get what I want, 'cause I asked for it. Not because I'm really that deserving of it. Living life like I'm in a play. In the limelight, I want to stay. I know I've got a big ego. I really don't know why it's such a big deal, though. Going up, going down. Anything for the crown. When the lights dip down, I spin around. 'Cause I'm a prima donna girl, yeah. All I ever wanted was the world. I can't help that I need.
Hello, och welcome to the stream. We are live here on twitch.tv with Chunky Chips Ahoy, and I am yours truly, Yoyato, Rose the Wolf, 36. Happy Friday to everyone in here. It is Mass Effect Friday, and we're going to continue where we left off at. We are continuing on our quest to restore Havarl. Yep, so we are going to go find the missing artifact, and then we're going to go find Tavos. So that way he can harness his memories as Zorai to find the missing monolith here. Then we're just gonna clear it out before we move on to the next part. Why is it so quiet? Oh right, I was playing with B last night. So if you're reading the headline correctly, that is indeed, this will be the final stream before the move. Indeed, it is so. The move is gonna be much sooner now because of the fact that I caught my movers attempting to scam me out. So I canceled with them. They said they would return the deposit. And then my mother's gonna be flying out here and we're gonna be driving the Penske truck all the way across the country. And the irony is the Penske quote is about as much as the original quote from these movers before they decided to try to extort money from me. Ooh.
This must be what it was like for those ancient Angara, finding strange things in the wilds.
It's possible we could discover something new from what you found. We should take it for further analysis.
Think
Yeah,
that's
no,
it.
this biotic punch is kind of useless.
Pathfinder, the computer system appears to be damaged.
Let's see if we can recover anything from it.
Pathfinder, the computer's data core is damaged beyond repair.
Rochelle, it's Ryder. We're inside your old home, but your research data didn't survive.
All your effort and risk for nothing. I'm sorry.
I can't imagine what you're feeling right now.
Shouldn't have let myself hope.
You didn't have backups?
Of course, but they went down with the city's network memory center. That site is now buried underground. Even if you could find an access point on the surface, the odds of recovering anything are remote.
All I heard is, there's a chance. Let's go for it.
That didn't fully translate, but I know optimism when I hear it. I can point you in the general direction of where the network memory center used to be. You'll have to hunt for an exposed network node. I'll stand by. Thank you, Pathfinder.
But you know, the good news also about this is that means I'll have my stuff on me much sooner. And that means I can set up shop sooner. Get back to playing for y'all. I did see that they're gonna bring a search and destroy into Halo, and I'm thinking to myself, jeez. At this point, I should just play Call of Duty because I could boot up Modern Warfare 2 or 3, and then I could boot up Halo Infinite, and it's like, what's the difference? One difference being
Pathfinder, I've detected energy readings consistent with an active network node.
Is it on the surface?
one difference being is
We'll find
that
out.
I actually have fun in Modern Warfare. I don't have to take it as seriously. I probably shouldn't take Halo as seriously as I do, but I just have a goal for it.
Network connection is established.
I'm logging in. Searching. I found them. Research files downloading and done. You did it.
We did it. Go team.
If we recovered this data, we may be able to access everything lost in the disaster. I'll alert my colleagues. You've accomplished something amazing, Pathfinder.
Okay, and then we gotta go to the Remnant Abyss, and I don't want to do this on freaking normal. It's mostly just because of the fact that I don't want to go up against a destroyer on normal difficulty of all things. And we're just here to be chill. We're just here to have fun and take it easy. If I wanted to be a hardcore gamer, then I would have booted up a different game for y'all. This is just our diet.
Eat anything here, or let any sap stick on your skin.
Thanks for the tip.
But maybe I should have kept it on normal. Ooh.
Reload!
PB! You know what? What's the harm that we have it on normal difficulty? What's the harm? What the hey? A lot of bro car around. Oh, but this game is still great. Despite all the hate it gets. I think it's warranted. No.
My sensors read a mineral not found in my database, Pathfinder.
That's something we can scan for Chief Lucan?
It would improve his geophysics VI considerably.
There must be dozens of these scattered around the world. We should pick up as many as we can find.
Okay. Let's get health, let's get bullets, and then we're gonna head on down.
Pathfinder, we are approaching the location provided by Esmus.
Stay sharp, everybody. There's supposed to be remnant crawling all over this place.
Well, but also another piece of good news is while I am shipping out sooner, I'm able to take possession of my apartment sooner. So I'm excited for that. We can keep working on Operation 3.0. And this is gonna be one of my biggest projects yet. For y'all and for Rose the Wolf 36. I could say for me, but I don't know. I could just say that Rose the Wolf 36 is me, but and it predominantly is, but in a way, I couldn't do everything without the support of the viewers I have, the friends I have, my moderators. Even as a sole
What's
proprietor.
your take on all this reincarnation stuff?
You're asking if I believe,
Yes, sure.
not the way Esmos does.
What was I saying? Like, yeah, I'm the sole proprietor of this brand. But I still need and want a lot of help for this. And I am grateful for the help I can get here. Come on. Oh, biotic combo. That is the destroyer that y'all hear. Oh, those things are a walking tank on tentacles. Not fun to fight. Operation 3.0. But that's all I'm gonna say on the matter. My goal also for right now is to... I might give Nate this current desk that I use for gaming and streaming. But I don't know. And then build myself a different desk. But I guess it is past time I've learned how to woodwork. Oh. Wait, what is that? I was like, what is that? That's an assembler that's floating. Thank you for the 5 biddies. Gold, how are you doing, my good sir? We're about to go up against the Destroyer. On normal difficulty of all things. And I am not looking forward to this. No! He's just stuck there. Oh, no, he's not.
Reload!
Jeez. Nope. No, come on! Uh-oh. Nope. No! Come on! Oh, but it put me all the way back here. Remnant Destroyer! You know what? I should have just gone with my instincts. I don't want to flip in between difficulties, but I stand by my point, man. I'm just here to be chill with y'all. I don't want to be like a hardcore gamer about this. If I wanted to be hardcore, I could just boot up a different game for y'all entirely. But yeah, good news is, Gold, I've taken out a lot of furniture that I'm not using or I'm not going to bring with me. I've took down my curtains in my bedroom, but I'm probably going to take down the curtains in the office tomorrow once I pack away the computers.
On it!
I feel like gold, once we do your rider, also you're gonna torture me and just be like, you're doing it on normal difficulty. I'm like, I don't want to. Ugh. Bro. Hey. How you doing? Wait, no way. No way. Nope.
Reloading!
I think so, bud. Rush the run. There. Well, you two are being useless. I mean, Mass Effect Andromeda is still kind of tricky, even on easy difficulty. Ying! Yes, indeed. There's 2 nullifiers over there.
Got it. Looks like it might have been some kind of glove or gauntlet. Smashed though. Inside studded with contacts. Could have been used for some kind of input.
Now to Tavos. I am curious to see what happens.
Welp. Pride. The day goes. The day goes. We got a nice amount of stuff done. What are you doing, peeps? But I don't know. Mom and I got quite a bit done today. Oh yeah, there's stuff up there. Oops. got some cookies. I got the rest of the Chips Ahoy and the rest of the milk. I was telling Nate that I still can't believe that it's coming up much sooner. But then I wanted Mom out here since day one doing this with me rather than meeting him, so I'm grateful it's happening that way. Something I did forget to mention to people watching is that you notice my streams will probably start later, but that's also due to the shift in time zones. Well, I didn't know I could go up there. I get that, like, I learned something new about the game every time I do a new playthrough.
Historians believe much of our progress was spurred by such finds. We might benefit from collecting these artifacts.
At some point I'll probably make some peppermint tea. Good for digestion. Oh, how rude. I woke up in a... Rude. Oh. That's lovely.
Don't talk to aliens.
Well, they can't talk anyways, they're dead. Can't really talk to corpses now, can we? Not unless we became, necromancers.
Heads up! More assholes!
Don't let them flank you!
Here they come.
Woo!
Got them all.
I love charge. Yeah, I can put on the Angara armor as I find it. Sweet. The gorilla armor is pretty great armor.
Interesting.
I don't want the weapon now. Still can't believe that they're gonna close Great America. Still hope that
Good
they'll
find,
transfer the Mass
Pathfinder.
Effect, right? It's so good. It's so fun. Us? Us? What am I scanning? Oh well. Let's head back onto the trail. At some point we had to go through the grueling task of finding all the Rokar manifestos. Sorry if I'm quiet tonight, y'all. I'm just still beat from everything. I'm just still taking it all in.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
I know, this is good armor otherwise. Did you want to talk about it after Stream Gold?
Above us!
Hostile shuttle incoming.
Hopefully you're resting well, Local. Bed is comfy. Oops.
Targets eliminated!
I still can't snipe. This is a really crummy sniper. And why do I keep thinking that is the change? No, it's this one. Old Palev. Old Palev. Where did all these Audi come from? Oh. What? Okay, so I guess Audi can fly apparently. Nice. Flying dogfish. Dogfish go blub blub.
Hey, sweetheart.
There you are. How are you?
I'm doing good. By the way, you're coming in a bit staticky.
Axel, coming! Axel! Anyone! Where?
It must be clear on stream. It must only be a Discord thing. Well, at least Gold hasn't told me it's staticky. You know what? Screw it.
You've killed men under my charge, and now you'll crown that achievement by killing me too. And you, I know your face. Why do you help these murderers? Ryder's an ally. She's already helped the scientists at Dar Palev. I know, and they should be ashamed. After all we've been through with the Ket. Tell me why you come here, so I know why I've died.
The sages on Mithrava think you could remember the location of the third monolith. Because you used to know where it is, in a past life.
The sages sent you. Those secretive fiend brains with their scutting. They don't even care that their people are being enslaved and killed by Ket. My friends died for this?
I'm very sorry. I'm just trying my best to find the third monolith and save Havarl. I have an artifact or heirloom or something. I'm going to set it down, and I need you to take hold of it.
What? And? Ryder, it's not doing anything. Wait. There are things like this in the museum on Aya. Ancient Angaran tech. This fits over a hand. Contacts on the inside for myoelectric control of... What did you do to me?
Are you alright?
I know these. The underground monolith. I remember. Pain. Desperation.
I need you to take me there. Please. If you do this, we can save Havarl. Together.
You're an alien. I can't trust...
Then let me try to earn your trust. Please.
Deep beneath the surface, but not far. Meet me here. These coordinates will guide you the rest of the way. Just let me compose myself first. Yes?
Why do you and the rest of the Rokar hate aliens so much?
With everything the Ket have done, how can we not? If the Rokar discover I helped you, they will see me as a traitor.
I'm sorry for everything the Ket have done.
I don't need your apologies or your sympathy. Don't know how or why, but I need to help you find the monolith. Driven to work with you, and yet detesting you. My head's a mess.
I feel that.
Hey, love bug. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick, sweetie.
Very well.
I know that naked shade. His head in. It's called trauma response. Yep. Indeed, trauma response.
If one of these buildings contains records of Palev's evacuation, we could figure out where Emer's sister went.
Worth taking a look.
This thing's wrecked. Vines and computers don't mix.
Pathfinder, we might be
Here we
able to
go.
reconnect power.
Old generator. Might still work.
Informant.
And Nate knows I'm messing with him.
Oh, I know.
This is it. Amara Dosen. This must be her. They moved her across the planet.
Downloading information.
Let's get this to Emerd.
Tea time over. What? What do you mean, Gold?
Did
Where?
you find anything about my sister?
Way.
They documented
Way of democracy.
Your sister was moved across Havarl. This data drive should
Where?
have specifics.
Thank you.
Way.
With all this information, I could see Amara again. But the thought of leaving frightens me. This is my home. If I leave, I abandon my duties. What if I never get to come home again?
I can't say if leaving is right for you.
I don't want to die in an unfriendly place. If I leave, that's something that could happen. Perhaps a message, a letter. Perhaps that will be enough.
Gold is like deep, sultry way.
What? Oh, gold.
No, it was because all I did was.
Where?
I'm surprised you're not listening. Are
I am,
you?
I'm just having fun. Yes.
So.
Don't trust any of this remnant stuff. Don't trust their giant ditch.
Oh. I bopped him. We'll probably stop the stream at 8 o'clock because I want to get back to packing. Hey, you know that's not really doing anything. If you do like wit and plaintive voice, you gotta actually do it.
Oh. Oh. What? Where? Where?
Yes. Own it. Oop, the porcupine dogfish.
Plankton where?
Porque mijo.
It's here. I just have to. It helps if I steal my mind. I've been here before. Familiar. 1, 2, 3 indentations. Palm here. It worked.
Wow.
It was right here, and no one noticed.
The rest of the remnant in the area may have prevented scans from detecting it.
There were remnant machines here. Zorai was able to make them stop.
How did he learn to use remnant tech? It's not like there's a manual.
Zorai watched the Watchers. That's all I'm getting. I'm not sure what it means. The others slept, but I stayed awake. Unmoving, but seeing. Learning.
Sounds like the stasis field around the first monolith. Maybe Zorai was able to shake off the effects. Maybe that changed him.
Here. There's something here. I remember.
Builder machines exhaust me. Mind and body must be engaged wholly or the attempt fails. I can't stop. Without the monoliths, the vault fails. Without the vault, the planet dies. I'm close. Just one more.
The sages got it wrong. Zorai was a woman. That was a voice. My voice. May I have this, Pathfinder?
It's yours. It's always been yours.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder. Organic matter, ancient, reads as Angara.
It's Zorai.
She died here, before she could get to the third monolith. This was me. I would like to spend some time here. But not now. The third monolith can't be far. Come on.
This way?
Yes. This is all feeling familiar. At least I think it is.
There it is.
The lost monolith. Finally.
And I see a chest. Bittersweet indeed.
It's done. You finished what Zorai could not so long ago.
I'm sorry, Tavos.
No, there's nothing to be sorry about. She didn't complete what she set out to do, but she didn't fail. The 2 monoliths she reactivated kept Haval going. Without them, the planet would have died. Go on to the vault, Pathfinder. think I'll stay here a moment. I have a lot to think about. I feel as though I know this place. Or am I fooling myself because I want to remember? I feel as though I know this place. Or am I fooling myself because I want to remember?
Another memory trigger?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
We will return to Sam Node after we reset the vault. Thank you for redeeming Hydrate Gold. I shall do that. I was gonna get up in a bit
The vault should be open, Pathfinder.
to make some tea. Maybe put on jammies. Showered earlier today. Right over there. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna initiate a quick break time to go get some tea and refill my water cup, and when we get right back, we are gonna reset the vault and restore Havarl. So yeah, let's break. Alrighty, thank y'all for sticking by and waiting. Alrighty, yep, gold I am. Yes, I'm wearing shorts. uh, wait. Okay, we ready to go for the vault?
Hostiles ahead!
But I think the cats are still very confused. Because I
Oh.
disassembled that table, I took out the hall tree, and of course I took down the curtains that were in my bedroom.
No.
I took them down, Nate. I didn't take them out.
I know, but those poor kitty cats.
They'll be alright. They have bigger problems to worry about, to be quite truthful. You know, the funny thing is, it looks like I'm getting out just in time and I'm gonna be dodging some snow. So,
Hey, there you go, sweetie.
in a way, it all works out.
Yes.
There's the vault.
I got myself sunburned today.
Did you put on some aloe vera?
I don't have any. No.
When you ran out
But
first up, you
arm.
should have gotten some aloe vera.
Good find, Pathfinder.
I should have got some.
You'll
But
get a
my
nice
arms
tan
are
though.
like- Yes. You probably won't complain on that.
I mean, as long as you're fine.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine.
I think I stopped using sunscreen a long time ago. They say you should use it even in the snow because of how the sun reflects off it, but I never even gotten sunburnt in the snow. It's all just kind of
Okay,
silly.
Remnant Vault. Let's get this place up and running.
And getting a tan is perfectly fine. It's not gonna.
Remtech. Bet we can grab it
Natural
on the way
tan ain't
back.
gonna kill you,
Oh,
but you're more likely to
I
get
mean,
skin cancer
bags-
if you use sunscreen. Believe it or not.
I mean, I was sitting there in the on the chair just reading.
Yep, you were absorbing a nice amount of vitamin D. And you're still a happy Nate.
Yeah.
Well, we turned the power on.
You'll need to locate the console to activate the purification field, Pathfinder. Several interface connections converge here. I will highlight the ones you need.
There must be a trick to this. Let's give it a try.
You can hack the turret, Pathfinder.
So much better when they're on our side.
But you know what's kind of funny is that I think for gold they're gonna it'll probably start either earlier or later for him, because it's gonna be much later for me when I start streaming.
Yep. Because that time difference is brutal.
I will say for the viewers
Oh,
watching,
gets
there
us a
is
step
good news.
closer.
I managed to find the GoPro. I just need to charge it, test it, and then I have something reliable to help me vlog while on the road.
This console will activate the purification field. You may want to sweep the area.
Before this place tries to kill us, you mean?
Ah, shoot. Okay, I have no remnant decryption keys. So, we gotta figure this out. Let's see. Thankfully, I have my book here. Oh yeah, I forgot in the beginning of this, they have a whole timeline. Mass Effect Andromeda and the Mass Effect trilogy, because when we get into the first Mass Effect game, it starts in 2183. But around the time we're starting to explore North America, 1600s to the 17th century to the 25th century. Apparently the remnants are deployed to Helios. They install their vaults and start terraforming uninhabitable planets into life-enabling worlds. And several separate Angaran civilizations develop on disparate systems in the cluster, and they consider Havarl to be their homeworld. And they don't. And then they officially launched in 2185. But while they were asleep, pretty much around the middle of the 25th century to the beginning of the 27th century, the Scourge is unleashed and sent, which devastates the Angar and sends them back into the Dark Age, if you will. Eventually, 5 unique Angaran worlds advance their technology sufficiently enough to where they can discover each other through space travel. And then, yeah, the Kek come in. Dun dun dun. And everyone's probably thinking, yeah, whatever.
No, I'm sitting here smiling. I love hearing about it.
That's kind of funny for defining each of the Milky Way species in here. You have Mailship, Miranda, and then Alec Ryder. And then for the Asari, you see Liara, Samara, and then eventually PB. Then you got Turians, which features Garrus, and a random Turian I don't know. I don't recognize the facial marks or the clan mark or the colony marks. The Krogan, where you see Grunt and Drac. Solarians, you see Morden. Then you see Kylo Jath, and then I think Director Tan. But who cares about Director Tan?
The Director Tan I dislike, man.
Ooh, in their right mind even likes Tan.
There's someone out there on some weird Reddit thread who likes Tan.
Well, it wouldn't be
I can't just blast my way in, can I?
a dying planet. I was like, I like what Ryder said. She's like, I can't just blast my way through, can I?
Nothing a bit of C4 can't fix. C4 or a rocket launcher. Those two always help.
There you go, I got it.
That support will help.
Not gonna lie, I don't know what that did. But I know that the stasis field doesn't come down until we activate the purification field. Do you think it's possible that the Jardin just abandoned their projects here and left all their toys here, if you will, when a threat came up? Or do you think, or I just thought of this, like, you're familiar with the ancient Halo lore, right? The precursors, the humanity, and the forerunners, and about how they pretty much wiped out, or they sent humanity back to the Dark Age, if you will, back to the Stone Age, where pretty much all their history was wiped out, if you will, or it was lost to time to them.
And pretty much
so
what
could
was left was that
you first.
And pretty much what was left with, like, the Halo ring, for example.
Yep, because of the flood from the precursors with the war versus with the war of humanity versus the forerunners. But I wonder, do you think the Jardin were at war with the Angara and did the same thing? But I don't know. 100%. There must have been a bigger threat.
Then if not the Angara, some other big threat came about, and they just like, you know what? Let's let someone else find this.
I highly doubt something like the Reapers are here.
It's closing in on us. Move! Joel!
Wait, what happened to them?
Don't quit.
They died briefly.
I do not know.
Like, you saw that, right?
Yes,
There was...
Man, never gets less terrifying. Let's get out of here.
Hey, the Remnant are now docile.
Pathfinder Rider, are you there? All our instruments just recorded a surge. What happened?
Vault's back up. We did it.
That's a jest. It can't be. That's not a jest. The vault going through a reset would explain all the readings. I can't wait to hear all about this. Come back to Palau. We've a lot to discuss.
We're going back to Palau.
Scotty, beam me up. Oh, I found a show that I may want to watch.
What show?
It's called Landman. It's about, like, cattle ranchers. Texas cattle ranchers. I'm going to check it out.
The organic life on Havaro has begun to stabilize. It appears the vault is performing biological repairs.
Imagine what we'll see here in a few years.
Look at that.
That is beautiful.
Gorgeous.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful night sky.
An alien, able to use Remnant. Never thought I'd see such a thing.
My aunt had a remnant artifact she learned to open and close. But it took her many, many years to achieve it. She was never able to do it reliably. It took a great deal of concentration, and she couldn't explain how she was doing it.
Pathfinder Ryder, you have done something remarkable here today.
Succeeded where Zorai failed.
Esmos? What are you doing down here?
Hey, love bug.
Renewing
Yes.
old bonds. Talking to you
I'm
was
gonna grab me some
enlightening.
decaf, sweetie.
I saw an alien working for
Go
Earth
get your
for years.
decaf.
We have isolated
I will.
ourselves for too long. Perhaps there is a balance we can find.
We all need to find balance, I think.
Tavos. I wasn't expecting to see you, but I'm pleasantly surprised.
I've learned a lot in a short time. The Rokar want simple solutions, but nothing is ever simple or certain, is it? I wish those that were killed could have realized this. But after everything I've seen, I have to hope that they aren't lost forever.
This curious memory transfer.
Reincarnation.
Whatever it might be, I aim to devote resources to studying it. Maybe one day we'll find the truth buried deep within our superstitions.
That was kinda heartwarming to see.
There has been healing today. Havarl. The rifts between my people, and you're to thank. There is some space here at Dar Pelev, and we'll need extra hands to monitor Havarl's situation. Will you extend an invitation to your people? We'd welcome anyone who can help.
I'll pass it along.
Then I'll leave you. I have some numbers to analyze. Can you believe it? For the first time in years, they excite me.
I told my colleagues what you did for me. You've made a lot of friends on Havarl, Pathfinder.
Any promising leads on lost Angara colonies?
A few. We're quietly investigating systems, but it takes time. In the meantime, the recent upheaval exposed ruins we never knew existed down in the valley. I'm told there are glyphs that resemble star charts. I'm staying to investigate. I better get to work.
But I am in danger. A plant tore through my personal shuttle. I could have been inside.
Well, we didn't do entirely everything for Havarl, but it's good enough, I think, for this kind of progress. Let's head back to the Tempest. It's so rainy. Now you see the sun over there. What a remarkable feat. The Jardin were advanced enough to start terraforming planets.
Leaving Havarl. Reg is yours, Pathfinder.
Jal says Ephra is waiting for your call, Pathfinder.
Yes.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Should have seen it. Perfect drift. You know we've got a finite set of tires, right?
Also limbs and lives.
Well, what's the point of having them then?
Did you hear the news from Eos? Asari refugees showed up at the outpost. Only a few, but that's better than none. Bradley says there's an officer in charge, Hidaria. She could know where the Ark is.
We'll head to Eos and see what she knows.
Good. Rumor says Sarissa Theris was on the Asari Ark. Exactly
Here we go.
what we need.
Who's she?
Probably the best commando strategist alive. Her
Welcome
bionic
back.
shields saved hundreds at the Battle of Kirkus.
Good to be
Apparently,
back.
Sarissa's acting as bodyguard to the Asari Pathfinder. She's probably got a plan out of this
I
mess
put on a
already.
hoodie.
Well, someone's a fan.
No,
Close
I
to the
just
bedtime, I'll probably sit
Look,
down, get
we need
changed
someone with
into
her experience. That's all.
pajamas.
I'll take someone with that much experience. Another reason to find the Ark.
When you're ready to look, we can catch Hidaria at Prodromos. Wouldn't mind tagging along.
Pathfinder, you have pending vid calls.
Efra de Tarsha.
Commander?
Pathfinder, Joel's been keeping me updated on your adventures, your good deeds on our behalf.
I meant them. I want you to know you can trust me.
You went out of your way to free that science team. A selfless act. But your true agenda is clear. To explore Aya's vault. Joel says you want to help find the Moshai. Why should I let you?
My personal code is, I got this.
Bold, a little arrogant, like me. Still, I'll reserve judgment for now. We've managed to trace the Moshai to a special Kent facility on Vold.
Why special?
These facilities are protected by a dynamic shield tech we haven't been able to crack. We're close, but its ability to adapt outstrips the speed of our current processors.
Pathfinder, adding my processor to their program would no doubt make the difference.
Ephra, I can help. Respectfully, this time you need my help.
Respectfully, the Angara don't need anything from you. We take care of our own.
With the processing power of my AI, I can guarantee the shield breach.
AI? Of course, that makes sense.
He's physically connected to me, so I need to... Well, I want to go.
I think I just
It was
got my
risky
refund
to be
back.
honest about your AI.
Hey,
Honesty
there you go,
makes
sweetie.
Different from the get.
I hope so.
You're welcome on the mission.
Thank you.
A team will meet you at our base on Vold. They'll take you to the Kent facility. Stay strong and clear. Goodbye.
Giles said he wanted to see you.
Let me double check. But Mom says it takes a couple of business days, so I might not see it until next week.
Okie dokie.
So, you've gained Ephra's trust. No easy feat.
Yeah, but at a price.
You mean the Rokar? Don't take it personally. They hate all aliens.
Ephra made it seem like you had experience with them.
I know their leader, Aksul. We studied together under the Moshai. But unlike me, He was a good student. The best, actually.
Then he knows about Remnant?
I actually missed your text that you were gonna be late.
It's a long story.
Give me the short version.
I sent you that when I realized, yeah, I may be a bit late.
He spent a year in a forced labor camp before he managed to escape.
I can't imagine what he must have gone through.
He has scars that would give you an idea. When Axul returned, he no longer cared about the Remnant, or anything, except destroying the Ket.
Why not join the Resistance?
Axul's not the type to follow orders. And I think he was bitter we weren't able to rescue him.
So he formed the Rokar.
We didn't give them much thought. But since your people arrived, his cause has grown.
I convinced Ephra I'm not a threat. Maybe I can do the same with Axul.
I admire your courage. But Axul's dangerous, and he lacks Ephra's pragmatism. He'll make you want to kill him.
I have to try.
If Helios is to be your home, I guess you'll have to deal with the Rokar one way or another. There's a recluse on Havarul who escaped with Axul from the Ket. Her name is Thordir. She might know how to contact him. I'll send you the nav point. Is there something else?
A few more questions, if that's okay.
Well, we won't know till we try.
I want to learn more about your species.
What would you like to know?
You studied with Moshe Sefa. Is she a teacher or a religious figure?
She's many things. She's a clear thinker with deep knowledge and insight. She teaches and inspires. She's beloved. I love her.
Really?
It's
One
circle
of those
week.
professor-student things?
No, not that way. Moshe Sefa is 115 of your years old.
115.
How long
Goodness
have you
gracious.
had electromagnetic capabilities? How did they evolve?
No idea. Biology doesn't interest me, but I'm sure you can easily read up on it.
That's disappointing. No biology at all?
How do your eyeballs work?
An internal lens focuses an image onto the retina where it becomes electrical impulses that are deciphered by the brain.
You took my sarcasm as an invitation to show off. Pitiful.
Oh,
No,
I love that.
what? No,
love
we
this.
just asked we answered it.
The Angara seem so open and free with their feelings.
Are we? We're certainly not ashamed of our feelings. We're taught that feelings and beliefs should live on the outside, where they can be dealt with honestly and openly.
Don't people get hurt?
Of course. Then everyone deals with it. That's the point.
How many colonies do you have? On what planets?
Since the Scourge, we've managed to survive on a small number of planets. What we know from before the Scourge is mostly oral history. We did have spaceflight, and the stories tell of 5 original colonies.
Is there a central Angaran religion?
There are many variations. An almanac could give you an accurate number. But if you are a believer, the essential tenet is, after we die, we are reincarnated. We evolve to make our families strong, born from what was before, blessed to be better than before.
Are you a believer?
No. Yes. Sometimes. I don't know if it's the same for humans. Sahuna, my true mother, is a firm believer.
Well, enough about that. Can you tell me more about the Ket occupation?
It's a difficult subject. I'll answer what I can. I may get emotional.
I'm sorry if this is boring to some people, but lore is important. It adds to the Mass Effect Friday experience.
What's living under the ket been like for you?
Do you really want to hear about these things? They're painful.
I asked, didn't I?
It's like living on unstable ground.
Right at the point.
Every day brings more horrible news. I part company with someone not knowing if I'll ever see them again. When I was a boy, my father vanished from my life. One horrible day.
Was he in the Resistance?
No. He was a technician at a mine. He went to work and didn't come home. That happens for an Angara child somewhere, every single day.
When the ket came, why didn't you fight?
They didn't give us a reason to. Until they did. Then it was too late. Perhaps you think we were weak. But the ket are ruthless. They are masters at knowing exactly when and how to strike.
I get that, believe me. Have the ket always been here?
No. Some, like the Moshai, are old enough to remember the time before the ket. But I don't. Nor do my mothers.
And the Archon came with them?
We think so. Resistance intel on that is unclear, and few have seen him in person.
And lived to tell?
And lived to tell.
Well, enough about that. I'll see you later, Jal.
Stay strong and clear.
Ah, good old Joel.
Joel has to be one of my favorite characters in this game.
That is such a creepy helmet.
Oh, I love that helmet. Yo.
What? Why do you love it?
Yo.
It's
It looks like something
creepy.
straight out of. Can you go back? It looks like something out of Half-Life.
The Combine.
Yes. I mean, really, a lot of games today, they can trace their existence back to Half-Life and Doom and Quake.
Again. I'll lend you 30 if you pay me back by tomorrow.
Done. Thank you, Subi.
Someday I'll find out why you're always strapped for credits.
Alrighty, we're gonna go back to the Nexus real quick. I don't know if we're gonna rescue the Moshai tonight. I still need to finish that Salt Lake City vlog, but I'm still going through to see which footage is bad and which ones are good.
Oh yeah, the 2024 SLC land.
Mm-hmm. I definitely do want to get like a proper camera. Yeah, maybe I'll make that thing your birthday present, and then I'll creatively put together an Easter basket for you. Coming out of FTL.
That's a beautiful sight.
Watching the thrusters at work.
Yes.
Because remember to people watching, physics are non-existent in space. There's no gravity, there's no friction. If
There's
you
no up,
launch,
down.
basically, if you throw a ball in space, it's gonna go far, but you're also gonna be flying in the other direction because of how it works. There's no opposing forces to keep you on the ground.
Though, there's you're saying if I had a football, I could get some pretty good distance on a throw.
Yeah, but you'd be going the distance too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't shove the crate off the... You shoved the crate off the ramp. Where do they find these people?
Keeping tabs on things back here?
Yeah, I try to watch what's going on while we're away, but it's nice to check in person.
Shore leave is for relaxation. Take some time off. Get a massage. Can Tyrians even get massages?
Sort of. We get vibrations through the carapace with a hammer. Ugh, not for me. I'm fine, just people watching.
Because their carapace is like a shell. So we are gonna find our resident Angara here. In the cultural center.
Pathfinder, thank you for arranging my access to the cultural center. There's so much to study here. It will take a lifetime.
I'd enjoy that. All the reading. History, science, culture. Get some snacks, settle into that corner over there.
No offense, but I'm starting with the Asari.
Oh, sure. But when you get to Elcor Hamlet, I want to know.
He's probably gonna go alphabetically.
Oh, yes.
Pathfinder, I'm glad you could stop by. Pardon the dust while we set everything up.
What goes on here?
The Cultural Center is a place where new races we've met can visit and exchange ideas. They can learn more about the Milky Way species, while we foster an air of cooperation and understanding. We're just getting everything ready. Hopefully it won't be long before we have our first visitors.
Have you heard anything about the Ket?
Unfortunately, yes. Now, that's a species we won't be inviting here anytime soon. I'd hoped our encounters would be peaceful, but I suppose that was too much to ask.
How did you get this job?
I was a sociologist in the Milky Way. While there were plenty of cultures to study, the books on them had all been written. There was nothing new I could add. So when I heard about the initiative, I signed up right away. The idea of meeting new people, seeing how they've evolved, adapted to life's challenges, I couldn't resist.
Thanks.
That makes sense.
Of course, our hope is that you'll make friends in the cluster and send them our way. And when you have a second, check back with me on a favor I'd like to ask.
You know, the more I watch you play Mass Effect Andromeda, sweetheart, the more I realize how much of a big decision it is to just basically say, you know what, I want to move to the complete other side of the galaxy.
It's like the but you can never go back. It's the more extreme version of getting on a ship to America for the first time before it was discovered.
For now. Look, Jonesy.
I know.
Make
This is
them
my
hear.
center for us.
Make them know. Make them lead or make them go. Make them hear. Make them know. Make them lead or make them go.
Hey, what's going on?
That's your new galaxy. Making speeches about some fresh start while your kids stay frozen.
And it's all thanks to your Pathfinder.
Excuse me?
We've waited months for our families to come out of stasis. They should have gone to your outpost. But because you wanted military personnel, people tagged as scientific support have to wait. Again.
All the reassignments mean they're in 10 different colony blocks now.
And my mother just got caught in the middle.
We only had resources for one outpost, so I focused on the skills we needed most.
Well, your pick has my grandchildren trapped in that pod.
Maybe you could still make this right. I just want Mom out of stasis. That's all anyone here wants.
You do stasis revivals. You can tell our leaders you're opening those pods. Today.
I authorize whole colony blocks or a few emergency revivals. I can't wake dozens of random people.
We don't care whose finger pushes the button. If you can't, our leaders can. And if you tell them, they will.
Okay, I'll talk to the leadership about what we can do.
14 months of promises. It's time for some results.
We tried petitioning Addison. She ignored us. Screw her.
Start with Kandros. He sent those 10 soldiers over there. Maybe he'll take us seriously.
What's your take on that?
Free our families.
Oh, I do believe I understand where they're coming from, but but they also have to realize a decision was made,
Dutch'll love them.
and the writer at the time, when she made that decision, she didn't know
Ryder,
all that would happen.
Oh,
So
yeah?
she had to. They have to realize that.
Should I deal?
Ryder, I can read Gil's vital signs and give you an advantage during the game if you like.
Don't.
All right. You can deal first. Having fun?
Getting my ass kicked is what I'm doing.
Poker's lost me several friends over the years. The only one who still plays me is my buddy Jill. I know. Jill and Gil.
The one you mentioned. Part of the initiative?
Yep. Been awake since the start. Jill's a fatality
But I
expert.
mean, they complain
Heads the
about a lack
initiative
of
CRC.
resources to Addison and everyone else. So having more people work on getting those resources means they get those resources
Colonial
in.
Repopulation Committee. She's always teasing that I'm
You
making
know?
her job harder. Says if I'm not making
Yeah, it's very
babies, I'm part of the problem. We have that kind of relationship.
Sounds kind of disrespectful. It doesn't bother you?
Nah, she's like family. Supports me unconditionally. We just ride each other like that. You should meet her. You'll see. She's amazing. Another 100.
I fold.
Another one for me then.
Well, that's that. You win.
I've achieved my true purpose in life. What will I do now?
Congratulations. Good game.
You two. Jill predicted you'd be my downfall. Can't wait to tell her she was wrong. Another streak intact, I'll say.
Ouch. Have fun. And thanks for the game.
You definitely need something better to do with your life if you're bragging about poker.
Oh, I've never played poker.
I've only played a little bit of it, but I prefer Texas Hold'em. Texas Hold'em's fun.
I think the closest I came to poker, I remember, some friends and I, when we were young, 16, 17 years old, we just played goldfish. That was like the closest I came.
Gold says he loves blackjack and spoons. Spoons is a violent game. Like pretty violent. Can sometimes be violent.
Fallout from the recent uprising as security tightens across all sectors of the Nexus. Director Tan stresses that it's, quote, for your safety. This is HNS.
It's you.
You, Pathfinder. I have a word or two for you.
Is there a problem?
Your father is my problem. He's everyone's problem. We're all paying for Alec Ryder's ego. He preyed on Jean Garson's trusting nature and bulldozed us to this godforsaken place. Now she's dead, and we'll all soon follow.
Hey, my dad died for this dream. He was trying to fix things for all of us.
Some dream. He fixed us all right. Go to hell, Pathfinder.
Salty.
Aren't you a race? Aren't you a race, Sunshine Lady?
But I mean, I get her frustration. And I know you do too.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I can't. Pathfinder. I hear the Angaran planet Aya is a paradise.
I would be, but
Finally found a lush
I would
world.
be a bit miffed if someone's out here talking smack about my dad. I would
In
be
good
like,
time. As we become better friends,
oh,
hopefully
hey.
we'll all share more and more. But we need to find lush planets of our own. For all of us.
True. But hey, at least now we know one exists, right?
She just wants to. Gold's like, she just wants to be mad at something.
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Let's see it.
This memory is from when your parents returned to Earth, after your mother was diagnosed with her disease.
It's simple. We take Sam.
Who?
I named the AI, Simulated Adaptive Matrix. Sam. We use your research and interface Sam with an implant.
My work on biotic implants was yielding results, but this... I don't know.
What did the doctor say?
Alec,
What did he say?
it's getting worse.
There's your answer. This will work. Sam can fix you.
Alec, I'm not some war you have to win. You're not an N7 anymore.
That doesn't mean we...
They kicked you out of the Alliance for this.
We're talking about your life.
Alec, did you ever consider that maybe it's my time to go? I'm human. We die. It happens.
Ellen, please. Losing you is not an option. The kids aren't gonna lose their mother. God knows they never had a father.
Then give them one.
They just asked for a refund.
So can this Sam talk yet?
Hello, Ellen. Why did the tree go to the dentist? To get a root canal.
Humor algorithms. I can't seem to get the hang of it.
Or maybe it's the guy teaching them?
Oh.
That felt
beautiful.
so real. Mom was right there. Alive.
It was the first time I met Ellen. My education on human mortality began that day. Your mother seemed prepared to die.
But Dad wasn't ready. Mom was just trying to prepare him.
Even though all human beings one day expire.
Yeah, but when it's someone you love, it's not that cut and dry.
I'm beginning to understand where your father's resolve came from. Private audio logs are now available in your father's quarters. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep
Gold
working on
had
it.
some creamy mushroom ramen.
That's all for now.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Nate thinks everything is delicious for context for people.
Sweetheart, let me tell you something. One of the many things I'm looking forward to experiencing in my life is your cooking, and I'm gonna eat everything.
Give me that, Alec. We've heard enough of you talking. Right. So, here's the irony. My research on biotic implants and EZO caused this stupid disease. But maybe it'll save me, too.
No maybe about it.
Hey, this is my secret log. Anyway, the right type of implant, joined with the right type of AI, could actually bolster human physiology. Even as the disease is trying to kill me, the implant and Sam are counteracting it, keeping things balanced. Result? I get to hang around a little longer. Maybe collect on all those anniversary dinners this guy owes me.
Oh dear.
As a Quarian and historian, how do you view your people's reaction to the Geth?
Well, we banned artificial intelligence, which was understandable, but that was taking a hammer to a rather delicate nail.
Which was what?
The very thing that sparked the revolt. The first Geth who asked us, Creator, does this unit have a soul? But how could it have a soul? Geth had no meaningful perceptions of the world or diversity of experiences we take for granted. Worse, the Geth saw us as the Creator. The revolt was inevitable. We were their superiors, and they resented it.
Ryder, Barlabon says you're looking for me. It's not every day an XN7 looks for the Shadow Broker. Anything can be had, provided you can pay. Especially when the tech involves artificial intelligence. The Council will have specters all over my ass if they catch wind of this. Translation, I'll get you the code you want, but the price just doubled. If you try to renege, I've got people. People with guns.
Well, that's very emphatic.
Odin! Hey Odin, how are you?
Hey Odin, how are you?
It was fun playing. It was fun meeting
Enjoy-
you and playing with you last night. How are you
Enjoy the
resting up?
BTB, it was fun.
On Fridays we play Mass Effect here as a means of unwinding. How are you tonight, though? Stuck at work? Yeah, last time super fun, good meeting y'all too. Ah, work. I get that. You must work pretty late. Mass Effect Andromeda is an incredible sci-fi action-adventure RPG, if you will. Originally, in the original trilogy, you're Commander Shepard trying to stop routine galactic extinction, but here, about 100,000 colonists immigrated from the Milky Way galaxy to the Andromeda galaxy, and we're settling here. Unfortunately, not a lot of people know about this game or give this game crap just because it had a poor launch time, and there was a lot of drama behind the scenes.
It was sandwiched right between Battlefield 1 and
Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild.
Oh, yeah.
That's one word for it.
If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
I need to talk to you about stasis revival and those protesters in hydroponics.
I see.
But people mostly know this game as the alien sex simulator. You can romance aliens or other humans.
The outpost on Eos disrupted the schedule. They're scattered across colony blocks. Dozens of people. The protesters want this fixed today.
Yeah, the Mass Effect 5 will either be released this year or next year.
We can't wake those families. We don't have the resources, and there's nowhere to put them.
We settled Eos. There's no space down there for a few extra.
It's not that simple, Ryder. Everything Eos produces right now is accounted for.
And what would those scientists do at a military outpost?
What do you suggest?
Leave the families in stasis where it's safe and get those protesters out of hydroponics. They seem sympathetic, but so did the exiles. We can't risk another revolt. Survival is more important than family reunions.
What would you do with the protesters?
I'd send in a squad and march them out. At gunpoint if we must. If they resist, a few might land in medbay, but it's better than losing hydroponics. Or the Nexus.
Do you think these protests could turn violent?
We're all pioneers. Even civilians are tough enough to start something.
And interfering in hydroponics threatens our oxygen supply. They know that.
You, I think you said you would leave them in stasis. Nay.
What, sweetheart?
My gosh, how quiet is this thing for you? And I don't want to blow out stream. Okay then. I'm gonna do this, so that way you can hear me. And then I am gonna do this, so that way I don't blow out people's ears on stream. You, I think, said you would end the protest.
Yes.
But I would still free them anyway. Yeah, this was rushed. This game was rushed thanks to EA being pretty much a creative insult that is not coming to my brain right now. And because of the fact there were some producers being egotistical cactus pricks, and they went through about 3 of them before they finished the game.
Cactus pricks.
Well,
I love that!
What, do you just want me to say pricks? And I broke Nate, nice. But this game is still really good.
Beautiful.
And I mean, we do have a whole planet. And like, what can scientists do at a military outpost? Get to work helping those militants, improving their gear, their weapons.
Their weapon systems.
Research better Medigel for them. Or they'd find their own purpose.
Equipment.
Yeah.
These people aren't the enemy. We didn't come all this way to rip families apart. We'll manage the resource squeeze somehow.
Your compassion is admirable, but...
Guess we're all tightening our belts.
You can run a stasis override command from operations. I hope the rest will be that easy.
Excuse me, sweetie.
Apex team leaders reporting back.
I'm sorry, Lana. They're just trying to boost our morale. Hey.
You're the devil.
Someone's drunk in here, it seems. Yeah, if you're still there, Odin, I'm probably not going to be back on Halo for a few weeks. So make sure you take good care of Our Lady.
Dell told me you saw her arguing with Spender. Hijack's doing his best to throttle my department.
How's he getting away with that?
Spender doesn't know the first thing about engineering, but he knows how to play people. More importantly, he still talks to the exiles. I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it without your help.
This needs to be investigated.
I'm glad someone thinks so. Talk to Kandros. He likely has security footage, some kind of evidence. But you'll have to convince him to authorize release.
Nothing more for now.
Good luck out there.
Good old Cash.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute?
It's Carrie.
Hi.
Why
The
you got
documentary's going great. Your comments really got people talking. Director Tan loved the first broadcast. Sent a contribution for your expenses.
Thanks.
Let's get to the juicy stuff. Building a military outpost so early has been pretty controversial. Kandros approves, but others say it paints the initiative as a conqueror.
I hope the Keds see a military presence and know we're not taking their attacks lying down.
Our leaders are hoping that too. Facing those risks must be stressful. How do you relax between missions?
My crew and I take downtime together. We're a team.
This is history too, these little moments between. Shots of this remnant tech, some narration, that completes an episode. Thanks for stopping.
No, it isn't what we wanted, but what choice do we have? How the hell should I know? Spender, you have a job. If you want to keep it, do it.
Okay, sending the override command. The stasis pod should start unlocking.
You're really doing this? I was at the protest in hydroponics. I thought we'd just get more excuses. But we already lost a year waiting for our families. I'm glad it's time.
Things will be lean for a while. The new mouths to feed.
But you're out there. We'll manage somehow. My mom was scared something would go wrong and she'd be awake in stasis all that time. She isn't... It doesn't work like that, but I just want her out, so I know.
Override complete. Stasis revival triggered on the Nexus. For Jasper K, Griffith G, Hilkvist A, Demerchi P, Kozlov S.
There! That's her!
Why are you still here? Go be the face your mom wakes up to.
I will. Thank you.
Go, dude, go!
Given new resource allocation, personnel in stasis on the Hyperion may now be required to wait longer.
When it's time, you'll have a home to wake up to. I promise.
Yeah, I think Nate made a science outpost too, if I'm not mistaken. When we did your writer.
I would want to say so, yes, but it's been a while.
Well, those families are out of stasis. I know because we're cutting rations for Apex.
My decision's made, Kandros.
And now everyone thinks protesting is how we get stuff done. Excuse me.
Well, protesting, if done, it's a way to get your point across, if done not violently.
No news on the Turian Arc yet? Or is this militia business?
I was told I should talk to you about the mutiny.
I wasn't on the Nexus when it happened.
Protests keep leadership accountable.
You know how things get
It
around.
sounds like leadership has
You know
just
where
been
Spender
making a
was during
mess
that
of
time?
things.
Why Spender?
I mean, heck,
You think he
look
might have
at
something to do with
back
me?
during the 1800s, sweetheart,
Maybe.
when there was like
Just trying to sort things out.
a bunch
You know,
of
the logs I did look through showed a few
when work
discrepancies.
unions
I
first
meant to
became a
dig
thing.
deeper. If you're
That
investigating,
changed
how
working
about I give
conditions
you
a
access
lot.
to the security vid archives?
Thank you.
Anything else?
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
It's also easy to stoke a crowd.
Huh. This file won't play. Sam, can you boost the quality?
Processing. Playback initiated.
Wait. Is he handing something over to one of the mutineers?
Take this. It'll help you wrongly. Don't.
I am sorry, Pathfinder. This backup file is corrupted. The audio tracks are heavily degraded. Someone may have deleted the original, and this version was restored during a system-wide reset.
Sounds like a cover-up to me.
I concur. While I cannot restore any more audio, the location appears to be Kadara.
How do you figure?
In common parlance, lip reading. I do not recognize the location from any current data. It appears mountainous and populated. We will need to find the planet before I can confirm. I will contact you via my node.
Let's go confront Spender.
Pathfinder, maybe you can clear this up.
How can I help?
My friend Jory was on Eos the first go-round, barely survived. Now they want him to go back.
They're saying the conditions are improved, that it's safe now, is it?
We'll be dealing with threats on Eos for a while. If you're still recovering from your experiences, best stay on Nexus.
You see, Lana? I told you. Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll do that.
I mean, I'm not gonna outright lie about it. Like, it's safe enough, but is any place truly safe?
Not really. I mean,
Exactly.
The best way to make something safe is just be aware of what's going on around you.
Touching down on Habitat 7 in the Erickson system. Ryder's daughter has reportedly replaced him as Pathfinder, taking command of the Tempest and the ongoing search for a home in Andromeda. This is HNS.
You were right. If I'd done what I planned.
Wow, where did you find those? Never mind, don't answer that. I think they're straight from the Milky Way.
Alrighty, let's head back to the Tempest. True, more mouths to feed, but now we have more workers, more stuff getting done.
And people are reunited with their family.
Well, it's also more than that. We're also finding new food too with the more hands. So nobody can complain about the lack of food. But there's a reason I'm not a leader.
Ryder. Hello, Gil. When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it. What can I do for you?
I couldn't help overhearing you and Gil. Sounded pretty heated.
He likes redesigning things, but the ship was built this way for a reason. I wish Gil would respect that. It's nothing to concern yourself about, really.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you agree with Gil or Callow?
I'll let you concentrate.
As we go through this whole feud.
So I'm gonna speak from this perspective. Now, the
discovery of Aya was just what we
in
needed.
the Air Force, a lot of people say the pilot owns the ship. No,
It's been amazing.
it's the engineer, or at least in the Air Force, it's the crew chief. All due respect to Callow, he can't do what he's doing, which is flying the ship. If the ship is not working, if the engines are not working, so I'm going to have to.
I'm afraid not
I
all
have
of
to
them
go.
are quite
I have to
so
go with
friendly.
Gil on this because
Some give trust easily.
he's keeping
others,
he's
you
keeping
have
that
to earn
bird
it.
in the air,
I'm confident
or in
we'll
this
get
case,
there.
in space. And all these modifications to whether it be shields to, I know the Tempest doesn't have any weapon systems, but to the shields, to the engines, life support, all these things is what keeping it where it is in space, or not crashing into a planet somewhere. I mean, for example, go back to the original Mass Effect games. What was Garrus always doing? He was working on the ship's weapon systems, constantly calibrating them. Even though that we meme about that here and now, but he's doing what any weapon systems officer would be doing, which is making sure the weapon systems are working, making sure the name of the ship in the original Mass Effect games I'm drawing a blank. Hold on. The Normandy. Okay. So Gil is doing his job, and being an engineer or a crew chief is a rather thankless job. I mean, I got friends who are crew chiefs for F-16s and F-15s. It's a very thankless job. I mean, and I don't know how many times I've heard of crew chiefs just getting mad at the pilot because that they abused that plane. Hey, you over-G the airplane, or you ran the engines way too high. You know, look at the older block F-16s. So Callow needs to take a step back and realize, hey, Gil is doing his job. You know, Callow at this point, I understand his frustration, and I know he was part of the crew that built the Tempest. But when you're behind the stick, or in this case, the pad here, and when you had your priorities become very simple: aviate, navigate, communicate, navigate, aviate.
Are you saying that Kylo's letting it get personal?
Yes. He's making it a bit too personal. Just I love his passion for the Tempest. I do. But Gil's doing his job.
Need more lithium. Can we get more lithium? Nay. Alrighty, we'll head to Eos real quick.
To learn piloting?
Depends how you apply yourself. With your mind, you'd be adept in a few weeks.
Gold's calling for you. He's saying, huevos, huevos. Nate.
Yes, Gold?
He send over the Maymays.
Oh. Let me see. I just love that one thing you sent me today, sweetheart. From U.S. Army, WTF, where the recruiter texted the dude who was actually on a field training exercise. I love it.
Well, he took it in stride.
We're surrounded with no reinforcements left, but bro has all the samples and we have 1 minute to the Pelican 1 room. Oh, I love that so much. Beautiful. To give you context. Okay, let me look at Discord, Gold.
Descent is green.
Oh, what is it? Okay, the fact that he sent me something from looks like an F-16 Hymix is. Bruh! Bruh! Go! Gold! Gold sends me a clip of a German AA gun called the Mantis.
Where we really started. What's new on our first home?
Shooting down a drone, and then it says, he's a mentally stable cutie. Bro!
They never learn.
Where did you find it? You got the gun blushing. Where did you find this? Sweetheart, honey, I'm gonna send this to you so you know what I'm talking about. Oh, this is
Point
beautiful.
of contact for all this?
Oh.
Your
We got
Pathfinder. Prodromos is expanding with all the trials and discovery that building an outpost represents.
No!
Armed them well enough.
All data about newly accessible EOS is from their work.
Congratulations, Gold. You broke,
Well,
mate.
let's make sure it gets the attention it deserves.
Oh, that is beautiful. You got like a cattle ranger yelling at his cows because they were in deep, deep water. Like, get out of there. It is your duty goal.
But I see why.
This is Sergeant from the Army. So you may have been interested in learning about the possibilities of the active duty Army Reserves. Warning, SFC. I don't know who put my name in, but you're a tad bit late. Lol. That's
Everyone gets out
hilarious. My
eventually.
bad. Carry on.
That may be, but the least I can do is show you the benefit. I'm exo studies now. In a former
Beautiful.
life, let's say I knew tactics. If I supplied the Ket on this planet, I drifted in, and there's only so many gravitational paths. Here's some navs to check for anomalies. Good hunting, Pathfinder.
Nav points have lost supplies, noted Pathfinder.
Not busting our tails in viability to let resources go so easy. Let's check it out.
Rider.
There.
For
Did you feel that
people
tremor?
watching, I'll go
We've
on
been
for
tracking
just a
major
little bit
seismic
longer, but I
activity lately.
want to get
But I
back
don't
to
know what's causing
packing.
it. Something strange is going on out there.
When isn't there? I solved one mystery on EOS and 3 more pop up.
This one might be a blessing in disguise. EOS has massive underground rivers we can't tap, but altering those tremors just right might crack the ground for irrigation. Our seismic survey hammers would be perfect. All I need is someone to place them. Please?
What's a seismic survey hammer?
Fox built them. They punch like a dozen Krogan and cause vibrational changes underground. The hammers give good geophysics data, but honestly, they're just fun.
Drop the hammer, Dom!
Beautiful.
You got it. Just tell me where to go.
I've marked out the areas where the tremors seem centered. Trigger the hammers there. Just be careful. The tremors are getting worse. Anything else before you go?
That's one cool thing, is you feel the tremors on your controller.
Keep up the good work.
Ramirez.
August said you might swing by. Right.
Ramirez! Protect the
Dr.
Tempest!
Run the clinic here on EOS. Much better than life as an alliance.
Ramirez, put on the IM music station. I like that beat.
You're not here for a checkup. How can I help you?
What's it like living in our first successful outpost?
They all
It reminds me of my alliance days. These soldiers look so young, but they're eager. We know we'll make these work.
Why did you join the Andromeda Initiative?
I served in the Alliance as a medic, but let's say I saw one Batarian slave raid too many. I knew August, Bradley, and when he signed on to the initiative, suggested I consider it. This seemed like a better frontier.
What's the latest from your clinic?
Usual checkups for first-team colonies. Plus a few cases of dehydration and some blindness. Nothing serious.
Why do people still look at the sun?
What do you think of Bradley?
Never look at the sun.
Was the squad medic when he was injured.
A great way to go
We kept in
blind.
touch after his discharge. He's a smart fellow.
I remember hearing about a dude, what was it?
And it bugs him when
That
I call
most
him
recent
officer.
eclipse we had,
So
sweetheart.
I restrict myself to 2 or 3
He
times.
sat there and looked up at the sun without the eclipse
I'll leave you
glasses.
to it.
Come back anytime. Preferably
I remember
unarmed.
seeing it on Twitter.
Gold's like, but the sun is so pretty and neat.
Don't look at the sun. That's how you get yourself hurt.
Looking at the sun means you lose your ability to appreciate, if you know what I mean.
Yes, ma'am.
armed and armored. Good for you. I could have used that ordnance a few weeks ago.
I'm Ryder, the human pathfinder.
Lieutenant Harper, we're looking for the Asari Ark.
So am I. Watching the skies every day, praying they survived the Ket.
At least you and these others made it out.
Only just. Our clothes were still smoldering.
What happened?
The Ket chased our Ark across the cluster. But these weren't their regular soldiers. They were hunters. Elite killers.
Being hunted by an elite anything isn't fun. What were they after?
I don't know. I'm a junior. I just do what they tell me. A bridge officer, Sarissa something, gave the evacuation order. Hundreds of people, all trying to flee. It was...
Where could we look for the Ark?
We lost track. But they launched a ship to help evacuees, and her crew would know. You'd have to find her. Follow the transponder, maybe.
Consider it done. Focus on taking care of yourselves.
The ship's called the Paraphona. I'll give you her transponder codes and last flight plan. Thank you. It's good to see the Ket aren't the only ones winning.
Work rosters. That datapad mentioned the name Jennings. Here, Axel Jennings, assigned to set up weather monitoring devices all over the desert.
Only one location matches the sound from the medical equipment. A monolith.
Let's go.
Yeah, we should probably prevent them from killing themselves.
Yeah, that is good. We don't need people killing themselves.
Nay. We don't. Mom was telling me about how she hates staying at my place because there's not really a comfortable bed from thinking myself. Well, here's hoping that I'm able to afford the day bed I was considering getting, even though it'd be more for the office / craft space. Like, you know what a day bed is, yeah? You pull it out as a bed, even though it's like a couch, but I don't even know if I'd have the space for that, but...
Yeah, I had one growing up.
Pathfinder, this
we can at least see if...
You can extract minerals.
We can at least take a measuring tape and then add it to the shopping list from Ikea.
Yeah.
The Ketter's still here.
Well, it's time to push them out.
Yeah, because I think we left them.
No sign of that work crew. Someone left their gear behind. Is it just me, or do Kett seem to appear everywhere we find remnant tech?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Wait, I've got an open comm channel.
Easy money. Once the electrical charge builds up, we'll have ourselves some nice obedient remnant.
You better be sure this time, Jennings.
If you're that...
They're stupid. I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Perfectly for EOS.
Runs
We're
everyone
outfitted
over.
best we can be.
We purpose build, world by world. That's the way to keep things going.
Looks like we have some scavenger animals on our lost supply crates.
Rude. Gold bonked me.
Don't
I don't like the look of those
don't
cat
bonk
machines.
my girlfriend, please.
We had a legend that formations like this were from the weight of the sky, long before the Scourge.
Think that's it.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract.
I got some long sleeves on now that help my sunburn.
Well, some people are dead.
Great timing. Thanks for the assist.
Your experiment with the remnant didn't work out?
Huh. Okay, who squealed? Gasberick? Yeah, I bet. These remnant could plow our fields, protect us from the Ket. You control them, why shouldn't we?
How many people need to get hurt before you stop this?
Pathfinder's got a point, Jennings.
Fine. But you can't protect us all the time, Pathfinder. Out here, we need every edge we can get.
You ain't wrong. You just vibing tonight, Nate? You're just pretty quiet too.
I am tired. Honestly, sweetheart.
Every once in a
And
while you had a longer day than I did.
I'm curled up in my blanket. It seems like, you know, every time when I get a good bit of sun, I'm just, what's the word? I'm not like tired as in I had a long day, more like,
You're lethargic in a way?
no, not lethargic. It's just I can tell I've been outside. And it's that really like a pleasant type of tired.
Well, in a bit I'm gonna end the stream here and get back to packing,
Let's
so
go.
Leaving Atmo.
we'll rescue the Molshai next time. And then we can explore Aya after and continue simping for Ephra.
Welcome back.
Mulder lethargic.
Mulder's a good boy.
Yeah, he good. Oops. It broke.
I got greeted by a dog and a cat today.
Yeah, you had a
saw the
stretchy
pictures up.
kitty. Well, is there anything you want to say in the stream as we finish it out here for the night, Nate?
Mass Effect Andromeda is a game full of surprises and twists. Enjoy the journey.
And this will be the last time for a while that we stream Mass Effect until we get me settled, we get the Aeronef set up without any hitches, etc, etc, etc. But next time we're gonna rescue the Molshai first thing, and then we'll continue exploring. There's a lot to do before we hunt for the Archon. But with that in mind, we are gonna finish out the stream a little bit early here so I can get back to packing. it was nice to just take a break and just play for y'all, and I had fun doing that. So with that in mind, thank you guys so much for tuning in to tonight's stream. If you enjoyed the stream, don't hesitate to click on that purple heart to leave a follow, and also consider becoming a beau. Join the sub beau squad and subscribe. So I will be gone for about 2-ish weeks, possibly 2.5. I don't know exactly when I'm going to be returning to stream. It all depends on when I'm able to get everything set up. But if you want to be notified as to when everything is set up and I'm able to make my return, I recommend you follow the Twitter. And if you want more content from me, then I recommend you subscribe to the YouTube channel. All clips and highlights here will get posted as shirts there. And I'm still working on some full-length content. And if you're enjoying the good vibes here, you want to keep engaged with the community, and if you want to keep up with this whole moving journey, then I recommend you join the Ultimate Blanket Fort, join the Discord community. We're nice and cozy in here. It's a great way to meet new people, be kept up to date on Discord events, as well as updates to the stream schedule. And also the great way to know exactly when I'm going to be resuming streaming. So resuming Borderlands 3, resuming Halo, resuming Call of Duty, resuming Mass Effect for you guys, and etc, etc, etc. But with that in mind, thank you guys so much for tuning into tonight's stream. Thank you guys so much for vibing with me on this whole journey throughout Utah where I began. And the next time I see you guys, we will be streaming at a completely different time, in a different time zone, and in a different state with fresh tags. Stay cozy, keep each other safe, and I will see y'all on the next one. Good night.